Scott TUI, Norma MHP, Sierra Sports Master. The Bodyguard 2.0 versus Bodyguard 2.0 carry comp velocity comparison video. We're back out at the beautiful Banner shooting range for yet another exciting edition of Bodyguard 2.0 versus Bodyguard carry comp velocity comparison series. We have another 3 ammo we're going to test today. 2 of the ammos I didn't bring the box, so we'll superimpose the box image. The first ammo we're going to look at is the Scott TUI, or Tumble Upon Impact. This has a 95 grain solid spun copper monolithic bullet for the projectile. Advertised velocity 940 feet per second out of a 4-inch barrel. I'll aim at the top left-hand target. Let's see what velocity we get out of our Bodyguard 2. Here we go. .808, 847, 825, 842, 823. And now the carry comp at the left-hand middle target. Here we go. .843, 867, 852, 865, 859. If that group was centered, it would be pretty decent. For the Bodyguard 2, average velocity 829. For our carry comp, 857. The second ammo in today's video is Norma MHP. This has an 85 grain monolithic hollow point. Advertised velocity on the box 1,280 feet per second, though that's out of a 6-inch barrel. Let's see how it does out of our more compact firearm, shall we say. Bodyguard 2, top middle target. .1,113, 1,041, 986, 1,012, 1,052. And finally, from our carry comp, I shouldn't say finally, we still have one more ammo to test. .1,059, 1,077, 1,017, 1,094, 1,103. Okay, from the Bodyguard 2, average velocity 1,021 feet per second. Carry comp 1,068. The final ammo in today's video is Sierra Sports Master. Age-wise, this might be the design of the bullet. I'd guess the oldest bullet design in our series. I believe it was designed in the early 80s. This is a 90 grain jacketed hollow point projectile. We'll start with the Bodyguard 2 at our top right-hand target. .937, 934, 892, 875, 954. And finally this time, last 5 of the day, from our carry comp, middle left right hand target, $9.58, $9.60, $9.48, $9.33, $9.35. Okay, from the Bodyguard, we're at 918 feet per second. From the carry comp, 947 feet per second. I don't recall the advertised velocity on the box. We'll superimpose it at the beginning, but let's go ahead and move on to our graphics portion. The Fort Scott TUI in 380 ACP has a 95 grain solid copper projectile. Advertised velocity is 940 feet per second for 186.3 foot-pounds of energy. That test barrel is a 4-inch test barrel. If you find this in local stores, you might see it priced around $28.15 for a 20-round box. Out of the 2 3/4 inch barrel of our Bodyguard 2, the 95 grain solid spun copper projectile had an average velocity of 829 feet per second for 144.9 foot-pounds of energy. Moving to the 3.1 inch barrel of our Bodyguard 2 carry comp, our average velocity went up to 857 feet per second for 154.9 foot-pounds of energy. The second ammo in our test today was Norma MHP in 380 ACP. This has an 85 grain monolithic hollow point projectile. Advertised velocity is 1,280 feet per second for 308 foot-pounds of energy. Their test barrel was 6 inches. Unfortunately, this ammo is discontinued, though when you did find it in stores, it was around $29.99 for a 20-round box. Out of the 2 3/4 inch barrel of our Bodyguard 2, the 85 grain monolithic hollow point had an average velocity of 1,021 feet per second for 196.7 foot-pounds of energy. Moving to the 3.1 inch barrel of our Bodyguard 2 carry comp, the average velocity went up to 1,068 feet per second for 215.2 foot-pounds of energy. The final ammo in today's test was the Sierra Sportsmaster in 380 ACP. This has the 90 grain Sportsmaster jacketed hollow point projectile. Advertised velocity is 990 feet per second for 198.5 foot-pounds of energy. Found in stores locally, it's priced around $17.99 for a 20-round box. Out of the 2 3/4 inch barrel of our Bodyguard 2, the 90 grain Sportsmaster projectile had an average velocity of 918 feet per second for 168.4 foot-pounds of energy. And that 3.1 inch barrel of our Bodyguard 2 carry comp pushed that velocity up to 947 feet per second on average, with the energy on average being 179.2 foot-pounds of energy. Looking at all those numbers at the same time, the trend that started in our first video has persisted now through our 4th video. With our Bodyguard 2, we see lower average velocity and energy out of that 2 3/4 inch barrel compared to the 3.1 inch barrel of our Bodyguard 2 carry comp. Another interesting note here looking at all these numbers is there's at least some people that are going to look at these numbers and probably say the Norma MHP won the day, and they'll wonder why it's discontinued. I wonder that same thing, but we'll probably never know. Well, anyway, that seems like the perfect spot to end today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, like the video, share it with your friends and family. Those things are free, and they really help the channel greatly. If you didn't enjoy the video, well, like it anyway. No one's going to know that you liked it, and it helps us greatly. Fred and I really appreciate you getting this far. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a good day. Frederick, oh, Dedrick, the Corca, Yorka, Yorka.